Welcome to What Do You Think Book 1, 30 controversial issues today for very advanced classes. Written by Elias Korea editorial staff and copy edited by Dwayne Voorhees. This is teacher Karen and this video is brought to you by Camglish.com. Today's topic is issue number 17. A very sensitive one, rape, on page 65. What is rape? Rape is any act of sexual intercourse that is forced upon a person. Let's read the story. Rape. I'm trying to recover from the worst thing that can happen to a woman. Rape. Because I was totally ignorant about the subject, my new mission in life is to help educate others. Women keep arguing the pros and cons about whether it is best to be passive. Some advocate letting the rapist have his way, hoping to avoid a beating or worse. Others believe they should fight back on the outside chance that they will get away. But no matter which course a woman chooses, she must never lose sight of the fact that being raped is not her fault. A traditional source of strength, the church, is viewed by some victims as not being a viable option anymore. This is unfortunate. I didn't want to go near a church after I was raped because, according to my early religious training, there were only 3 types of women: virgins, wives, or whores. No provision was made for victims of rape. I thought that was where I stood with God and spent many years punishing myself for having fallen from grace. Then one day it dawned on me that those teachings were the work of people and that God did not blame me for being a victim. Alright, let's answer now. What does it mean? Number 1. Pros and cons. The answer is pros are the primary positive aspects of an idea, process, or thing. Cons are the primary negative aspects. Number 2. Let the rapist have his way. What does it mean? The answer is be allowed to have or do what he wants. Number 3. Outside chance. What does it mean? The answer is poor possibility. Let's go now to number 4. She must never lose sight of the fact that being raped is not her fault. The answer is she must never forget that being raped is not her fault. Number 5. A traditional source of strength, the church, is viewed by some victims as not being a viable option anymore. Victims are seeing that church is not their strength anymore. Number 6. No provision was made for victims of rape. What does it mean? The answer is no suppliers talk of something provided for victims. And last, number 7. Then one day it dawned on me that those teachings were the work of people and that God did not blame me for being a victim. One day, she realized that God doesn't blame her for being a victim. Only people told them that they are hopeless. Now let's go to comprehension checkup. Let's see if you really understood the story that we read. Number 1. Did the writer know much about rape before she was raped? The answer is no. Number 2. What does she think her new mission is? Her mission is to help educate others about rape. Number 3. What is the reason some women give to be passive when raped? Women keep arguing the pros and cons of being raped. Number 4. What is the most important thing for raped women to understand? She must never lose sight that being raped is not her fault. Number 5. Why aren't churches helpful to those raped? Because according to their religion, there were only 3 types of women: virgins, wives, and whore, and no provision was made for victims of rape. And last question here, how did she stop punishing herself? She realized that those teachings were the work of people, and God did not blame her for being a victim. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you've learned something from this. And we're going to continue this on my next video. See you. Goodbye.